Hello, my name is Gwen and I'm with iClick. Hopefully, most of you guys know us for USBs, pop sockets, mobile tech, but I'm going to kind of go through some of our new product categories that we have brought on in the past year or so. We still are very much focused on mobile tech, so it's going to be some health and safety products that aren't masks that are definitely more on that mobile tech side. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of education about that. I'm going to go into talking about some product, and then I'm going to finish off with some case studies to hopefully get the creative juices flowing for you guys. So I'm going to get started. So this slide has a lot of information on it. I know it's a lot to look at, but I like to start with this slide because we have all of this information about UVC technology. I'm not sure if any of you have heard about this. It's fairly new. I will say that it has been used for years and years in hospitals. Some bus systems, some subway systems use UVC light for disinfecting purposes. That's been used for years, but it's only come to light recently. I mean, really with COVID, where it's come more into the mainstream. So we've launched a few different products that utilize UVC light to disinfect surfaces. And again, I start with these slides because I want to show you that we have these marketing materials for you guys to use to not only educate yourselves, but also help educate your clients. Because one important thing about this is since it is a new technology, and I get it, I mean, you're going to be shining a light on a surface of some kind and you can't see that it's being cleaned. So some people may have a little bit of anxiety about that, but we have all of this data that proves that this has been in use for a long time. We have our testing data on the items that we've put in our due diligence and know that our items do have the correct wavelength of to ensure that disinfecting 99.9% of bacteria. So again, I'm not going to read all of this, but this has a lot of information on how UVC light actually sanitizes, how it's been used in the past, and yeah, just so that you can understand a little bit more to help educate your client. Again, here are the laboratory test results that we've done for the 4 products that we've brought on. We call them UV Clean. That's our line of these UVC lights. One slide I like to show, which is always alarming. I never get over how gross this is. But when you look at the amount of bacteria per square inch that is on your cell phone as opposed to doorknobs, um, checkout screens at grocery stores, toilet seats, it is so much more, which is concerning because our phones are in our hands basically all day, every day. So we want to make sure that we are cleaning our phones. And I guarantee it's probably not something that most people think about on a day-to-day basis. So it's not something that I thought about before I looked at the statistic. So yeah, so I'm going to get into the products that again, all of these use that UVC light. So the first one, the top left, the UV Clean Micro. So this was our first one that we actually started developing about 2 years ago, surprisingly. It was prior to any of us knowing what COVID-19 was going to be back in the good old days. So we actually started developing that, yeah, before all of that, and it just came out to be perfect timing. So this is a small little light. You can see this light right here. It's very, very lightweight. This cord, so it can act as like a keychain basically. This cord pops out. There's a built-in cord here. And this cord is utilizing our flip technology, which you'll hear me talk about that a few times during the presentation. What that means is this little connector here, if you stick it in this way, it's going to work with an Apple phone. If you stick it in this way, it's a micro USB, so it's going to work with Android and a lot of other phone models. And then this also comes with a little USB-C connector as well. So you can just add that there. And with those 3 connectors, it actually works with any phone on the market. So you can hand this out to anybody. You don't have to worry about them not having the right connector. It'll work with any phone on the market. So you take this out, you plug it into your phone, depending on which type of phone you have. And once you do that, this UVC light will turn on, and then you can use it to disinfect your phone. You can use it to disinfect your keyboard, plane tray table, doorknobs, things like that. I really like this one because it doesn't require a charge. It's just something that you have on you at all times when you need to disinfect something. And it's also sustainable because you're not using Lysol wipes that will end up in a landfill someday. So the next one over is the UV Clean Wand. So this is more, I would say, a gifting version. This one does hold a charge, so you can see it'll tell you how charged it is when you turn it on. This one's almost dead. One really great thing about this is it actually has an added safety mechanism to ensure that that light is not going to shine in somebody's eyes or on their face or anything. So it must be facing down. It'll automatically turn off if it's not facing down. So that's really important because just as with light from the sun, we also want to be cautious of not getting this on facing your skin or your eyes or anything like that. It is a UV light, so we want to protect ourselves from that. This one comes in a nice gift box as well. So again, a really good retail gift box to kind of add to that retail appeal. So this third one is we call it the UV Clean P4000. So any of our items that start with P4000, that's a power bank. So this is a 4000 mAh power bank. It'll charge most phones roughly 1.5 to 2 times fully through before needing a recharge. This one again, you'll see the flip technology on here. So this has the Apple, turn it over, micro USB. It has a hidden USB-C connector just hidden right in there. So again, hand this out to anybody on the street. It's going to work on their phone. And then we added the UVC light to the back here. So this was actually, we have a P4000 4-in-1 flip that it's our #1 seller. So we basically took that and we added a little UVC light on the back. So it's been a really good seller for us. A little bit of a different, our fourth product is along different lines. You may have seen other ones out on the market of these little box style UVC boxes. So it's similar. We have this is where we imprint on it. That's the top. You would just put your phone in that little recess, put that on, click this button. There's going to be a blue light that illuminates inside, and that's when you know it's being disinfected. Bonus is this is also a 10-watt wireless charger as well. So while your phone is in here, it'll be wireless charging at the same time. But that wireless charger does have a foreign object detection, which is really important to have with all wireless chargers. It means that you can put something else that's metal on here and it won't activate the wireless charging, so it won't overheat. So you can throw your keys in here. I keep it at my front door. So when I come home, I throw my mask in here and my sunglasses and my keys. And again, you just pop them in, turn that light on. It's going to automatically go for about 5 minutes and then it'll turn off. And when you open that back up, it's going to be completely disinfected. So one thing, and I'll mention this a lot, everything that I talk about today, or most things I will say, are available on our Ready Ship program. So if you don't know what our Ready Ship program is, we're located in Seattle and we do have a factory in Seattle, and everything that we stock in Seattle, it can be turned in less than 5 business days. Most of them can be turned in 24 hours. So all 4 of these items are available on our 24-hour Ready Ship program. So give us a call, send us an order. We just need art approved by 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time in order to ship out next business day. So for any quick turn projects, come to us. We can do that really quickly for you. So the next products that I want to talk about is our pop sockets, because that's one of the things that we're most well known for. We're the exclusive supplier to pop sockets, and we obviously have had huge success with these, and pop sockets has gone haywire with their creative ideas. Let's just put it that way. So we obviously have our classic pop grips, the standard plastic, we have wood, we have aluminum, lots of different materials, things like that. Their newest launch of products are really fun. So these show a few of them. So the Pop Grip Lips is one that they've just launched. It has a semi-opaque little top here, and this is actually a lip balm inside your pop socket. So you can just have this on the back of your phone, and when your lips are chapped, you can just use this. One thing I like to know, because I know a lot of people probably don't want to use their finger and then put that on your mouth, this does pop out, so you don't actually have to use your finger. You could just rub this directly onto your lips as well. So just a fun little kind of more, I would say, female um, oriented. And then this one is called the Pop Grip Stash. So you'll see it's a little bit thicker than a regular pop grip, and that's because there's a little hidden compartment in here to hold whatever you need to stash. I'll let you use your imagination. Pop Sockets is in Boulder, Colorado, so really great for cannabis companies, but also could be used for mints, medication, things like that, just to keep on you at all times when you need that. We also have a Pop Grip golf ball, which is just a classic Pop Grip, but it actually has the golf ball texture on the top. So this has been really popular for golf tournaments, really anybody in that, like golf clubs, things like that. Another fun one that we just launched too is the Pop Grip Opener. So this one is attached to a little fake phone here. So it has this little lip here, and these are swappable pop sockets. So it's a newer version that you actually just can twist and it'll come off, which allows you to kind of swap out tops of different pop sockets if you have multiple ones. But this one is also a bottle opener. So if you're going to tailgating a sports game or something and you don't want to bring and you don't have a bottle opener, you have this on you at all times and you still get the pop socket support on that. So fun little gift ideas. We've also launched a few of our pop packs, which are basically, they pair with one of our pop socket products as a mount, either a dashboard mount. So we have this one is a vent mount, just plug it right into the vent and then you slide your pop socket in there. This one's just the surface, so you can put it anywhere. I've put it on my kitchen cabinets before too, so that I can just slide my phone in and it'll hold up a recipe. So it can be at eye level when um, my hands are all dirty from cooking. And then this one is more of a hefty kind of, this one's been really great for Zoom calls. Keep this on your desk at work and it'll prop up your cell phone. It's 360 movement all over. So yeah, also good for our car dashboards as well, if you wanted something a little bit heftier. So lots of new product. Again, this is just a small segment of our pop socket line. We have tons of pop sockets, but I don't have time to talk about all of them. But if anybody has any questions, feel free to always reach out to me. So this next product is another, it goes in line with our UV Clean line. It's another kind of a creative health and safety product. So these BB snaps, they were created by a company called Bib Boards. So Bib Boards, they actually started these for bibs when you run races. So marathons, half marathons, you get the little number on a bib and they give you the 4 safety pins that you have to add holes to your shirt and then probably poke yourself and bleed every once in a while. So that is their answer to this. So these are little snaps. They just snap together. It doesn't actually impact the fabric. It doesn't go through the fabric. It's just 2 pieces of plastic that snap together. So they were selling these in sets of 4 to races. Obviously, COVID hit. They kind of had to pivot and look in a different direction. That's when we partnered with them and we created the BB snaps with them. So we sell them in a set of 2. And what these are meant to do is be added to hats, headbands, scrubs, so that you can loop your mask around that instead of your ears. So this has been really, really crucial for any essential workers, anybody who has to be wearing a mask for 8, 10, 12 hours a day, healthcare workers, grocery store workers, schools, stuff like that. So because there can be a lot of pressure added by that mask behind your ear and also irritation. So it just eliminates that. You can loop the mask around your hat instead of your ears. They can also be used similarly to pins. It can be swag as well. So yeah, and it comes on a little backer card like this, which we can customize for just 25 cents net a piece. So really good option again on our Ready Ship program. So 24-hour turnaround time. So the next product category that we brought on fairly recently is our wheat straw. So we have 2 different items that is partially made out of wheat straw, which is a biodegradable byproduct of wheat production. So what this means, these products are Created with both wheat straw and ABS. Unfortunately, wheat straw itself isn't strong enough right now to be the entire shell of these items. But since it's mixed with ABS plastic, it still helps it be more sustainable because it's going to allow that to break apart as opposed to and biodegrade, as opposed to if it was all ABS plastic, it would stay a fully formed case sitting in a landfill for scarily amounts of years. So this kind of hybrid between the two is the first step in creating more sustainable tech products. So we brought on two different products that utilize this wheat straw material. This one is called the QI Disc. It's a simple little wireless charger, kind of our starter charge wireless charger for people who are just getting into the technology. Nice big imprint area. We can fill this entire imprint area, and it has a nice little texture. I know this is going to be hard to see, but you can kind of see there's a little bit um, of coloring that shows that it is made out of wheat straw. One of my favorite products right now actually is this one. Again, made out of wheat straw. It's called the P1200 Flip. Again, utilizing that flip technology that we discussed. It has the cord that'll flip both ways. The USB-C cord is actually built in already, so you have that. And then this one has a light as well at the bottom, a flashlight. It's very bright, so I won't blind you. But this is a really great item because it's 1200 mAh. So it's just a little charge. It's about probably 25 to 50% of a charge, depending on the phone that you're using. So it's not something that you use every single day. This is something you keep on you in case of emergencies. You have it in your purse or your backpack, or anywhere in your briefcase. And you keep it in case of emergencies. You're somewhere where you don't know and you need directions and your phone's dead and you have no idea where to go. You have this to either call an Uber or look up directions on your phone. Or if you're in an unsafe situation and again, your phone's dying and you have this on you to power, give it a little bit of boost. And then you also have that light on here, which that light also has SOS, which is a little fun fact too. So again, both of these items are available on our Ready Ship program, so can be turned in as little as 24 hours. Yeah, and no minimums too on most of our Ready Ship products as well. So these next two items are on the newer side. I'm really, really excited about this one on the left. It's called the cat tongue. This is our first item that is completely USA made. It's also a woman-owned business, which is really awesome. So we're hoping to expand our USA made products in the years to come. But this is our first one, which is really exciting. So what this is it's a little, it has an adhesive on the back that you can stick to anywhere. You can stick it to the back of your phone or you can stick it on your dashboard, and it has a grippy technology. So if you have it on the back of your phone, what you're going to be able to do is just sit your phone on your dashboard and it's not going to fly away. It's not going to fall off. It actually grips to that surface. Same thing. I mean, you could put this somewhere on your dashboard and put your keys when you're not driving it or whatever, to keep it from uh, going all over the place. And then this other one, this cell slip, is a Faraday bag. So what that means is it has built into the inside, this actually blocks all cell phone signals. So this is amazing for safe driving campaigns where we obviously don't want to be texting on our cell phones, things like that. But one thing I always point out to people too is even if I know that I'm not supposed to be looking at my phone when I'm driving, if I hear it buzzing or if I see that text messages are coming in, even if I actively am not looking at it, it's still distracting. So this is a great way to eliminate, you're not going to get any calls, any text messages, nothing. There's going to be no buzzing. You're going to be completely off the grid if you put your phone in here, which is really great for driving, obviously. Also for work situations when you're in an important meeting and you don't want to be distracted by your phone, or shows when we start going back to shows. Again, I know that Dave Chappelle had used this in his comedy shows, so that he didn't want people to be bothered by the buzzing in their phones, even if people say that they turn their phones off, they probably don't. So this kind of eliminates that need. So this is one of the items that is only available overseas, but great price point, $319, and still not a bad lead time. It's about 15 business days. So I know I just spewed a lot of products at you. So I do want to discuss a few different case studies to again get the creative juices flowing, hopefully get you guys thinking about a few different ways that you could use some of these products. The first one is with our BB snaps. So this was for a fast food chain. Oh, and before I say that, all of these are not real companies. We have changed the name of them to protect privacy, but they are real situations. We just changed the name. So there's a fast food chain that wanted to show appreciation to all of their employees. Obviously, they were working through the pandemic and had to wear masks all the time. So they wanted a low price but useful item that they could send out to everybody since they had a lot of employees. So they used the BB snaps. They did a custom backer card as well and handed them out to all of their employees. So now their employees can just put this on their hair nets or hats, whatever they're wearing, and not have to be bothered by the mask loops. And they also made some extra ones that had the burger, the mascot on it, so that they can actually use it as pins on their uniform as well. So this next one is kind of pinpointing our or highlighting our kidding ability. So we have these really great items. There's 4 different sizes. I apologize, this one's so dirty because I've used it so much. But this one, it's a little display case. So this is our largest size. It's called the iCling box. And what this is it's kind of like saran wrap, which I don't like saying because it makes it sound cheap, but it's a flexible but clear plastic lining that you can throw really anything in here. It's going to mold to what's in here. So that's really great for kidding. So in this specific case, this was an analytics company. All of their employees were working remotely, and they wanted to send a gift to all of them as a thank you for getting through this, and also just a way to keep everybody connected, and also just say, hey, I appreciate you for doing all of this and working from home. So in this kit, we added the UV Clean Micro, which is the first item that I discussed. They added the QI Triad, I'm sorry, the QI Quad, which is a 10-watt wireless charger, so really nice imprint area. And then it also has 2 additional USB ports here. So I really like this product because you could, number one, charge 3 different devices at once if you needed to plug wirelessly charge on top and then plug 2 additional. Or if you're a person who doesn't have a phone that wirelessly charges, maybe you still have an iPhone 7, you can still plug in and use this as a power hub on your desk until you do get that new phone. I just upgraded from the iPhone 7, so I only recently had that wireless charging capability. So this is great kind of combo because anybody could use it, even if you do have an older phone. And then that third item that's in there, it's called our Pixie Light, and this one is kind of a shining star in our lineup. We actually launched it a couple years ago as a selfie light. You stick it onto your phone, and when you're taking selfies, you can turn this light on, and it gives you kind of like a nice glow in your eyes. But since COVID hit, it's actually been super popular to add to computers, laptops, as a Zoom light as well to still add that glow, but on your Zoom calls, because we all are on Zoom calls so much these days. So really great product, has been hugely possible. This is only $2.99 net, so a really good price point for a awesome at home, work at home station giveaway. So this next one, again, utilizing our kitting technology in the iCling box. It's not really technology, but our kitting capabilities. So this is for fan engagement for a sports team, and they handed these, or they gave these out to their season ticket holders to say, hey, we appreciate you sticking with us, even if you can't be in the stadiums yet. We want you to know you're top of mind with us, and we appreciate you, and we can't wait for you to eventually be back in the stadiums. I'm going to a baseball game on Sunday for the first time, which I'm very excited about. So sports are coming back. So they put 3 different items in here. The first one is our Pop Thirst can holder. So this is actually one of my favorite products we have. So this is basically it's a can holder, a little koozie, neoprene, and then it has a built-in pop socket. So I know at first glance I've gotten a lot of laughs like, oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. But I promise I will send you a sample and try it out. It's great. Lots of people are loving this product. A really fun kind of different way, and with that pop socket retail brand, has a lot of value as well. Great for tailgating. And then they also added the pop grip opener, that pop socket that has the bottle opener as well. If you wanted to, both of the pop socket on the Pop Thirst can holder and the opener are swappable. So if you wanted to just put the opener onto the pop can, you could, and it would just be a combo. And then they also provided the BB snaps as well. So when they do go back into the games, they can rep their favorite team or even just around the city one day. So the the sister of the Pop Thirst can holder is the Pop Thirst cup sleeve. So this is obviously a little coffee cup sleeve. And so first, this specific uh, case study, it was a coffee chain that they wanted to generate more return customers. So what they did was they had this at their front checkout, and if you were to purchase one of these, you got 20% off of your first cup of coffee, or maybe I think they got a free cup of coffee when they purchase this. And then for every time they come back and they bring this, they get 20% off of their coffee every time. So it just ensures repeat customers. It's a fun way of being sustainable as well. Alternately, this is, I can tell you, has been super popular for work from home employee appreciation gifts too, because it just has that nice retail appeal and it's super useful. Everybody drinks coffee. I mean, I'm in Seattle, so of course we do. And then one of the last case studies, this is for our one of our lower price point phone grip. So the pop socket came out, people loved it, but some people don't have that $5 price point for giveaways and they want to look for something lower. So we launched a line of iShine products. So let me pull these up right here. So we have 4 different iShine products. I apologize if this is hard to see, but this one is just a little compact that goes on the back of your phone. It also acts as a phone stand too. It's like a little kickstand basically. So we have the classic one, which is only $1.50 net. We have one that has a dual mirror. This one's 5 times magnifying, and then we have one that has an aluminum top, so just a kind of fancier look. And then this one in the case study is the iShine Glow. So this, I think this specific one is dead on here, but it does have a little ring light around the light as well. So what this makeup company did is they knew that they were going to not have a ton of in-store business, but they still wanted their name to get out there, and they wanted their name to get online as well, just getting people into the stores and just shopping online. So they decided to take the iShine Glow and put it on a custom backer card, and get those out as a gift with purchase. So if somebody bought up to over $100 online, they would get this free gift with purchase. And they put a little message on their custom backer card with a hashtag and say, hey, take a picture with this, and hashtag show us your glow. And it started a little social media fad. So just a fun little idea of how to kind of generate that business when we all know it's been a little bit stagnant this past year or so. So this last case study involves 2 of our UV clean products. So with hotels, if you have any hotels, obviously sanitation is really, really necessary, because with traveling, you're touching a lot of things, you're in a lot of locations. You want to make sure that your phone and your items that you're touching all the time are disinfected. So they bought 2 of our different items. So the UV Clean Micro, they actually added to the lobby store so that travelers could have that, hey, I like this, I need it for when I go on this flight later. They have that at their disposal. And then they also had the UV Clean QI. So they used this in 2 different ways. At the front desk, they actually had those so that they could disinfect the key cards before they hand them out to people, to ensure that there's no germs on it when they're actually being handed out. And then they put them in their suites as well, so that when travelers come back, they can just put their phone in there, disinfect it, along with anything else they need to be disinfected. So hopefully some of these case studies just kind of generated some ideas, got some creative ideas flowing in your mind. A few quick things that I want to note, just so you guys know in case you don't know this about iClick is, again, I talked a lot about our free Ready Ship Next Day service. Really the only products that are 5 days are our pop socket products. But if you ever need a rush, please come to me because our warehouse, they are magic. The stuff that they can pull is amazing. So if you're like, there's no way this could happen, just reach out. There's always a chance that it could happen with our warehouse. Always happy to send out free samples. We offer free ground shipping to one US location per order, and that's always. Um, Free mock-ups and quotes that we turn around really quickly. And then if you're ever interested in doing a self promo, we offer EQP less 30%. So really good opportunity there to kind of spread your business name around. So that's really all I have to chat about today. But I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this and join me. And I'll be sending this out to you guys, this deck, along with more information on our UV clean line, because I want to get the kind of marketing materials in your hand, that the white paper that has all of the information on it. Love to get that into people's hands so you can educate your clients, and yeah, we can start doing some business together. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to working with you more.